universe! Hello world! Hello Philippines! Kamusta na naman ang Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao? Again, this is your host Marlene Crag of Kamusta Ka Bagong Pilipinas, ang bagong talk show ng bayan, with my other host, of course, the beautiful Miss DJ Rina, our millennial and our executive marketing and advertising consultant, and of course, the debonair friend of mine, Dr. Conrad Pereras, economist by training, entrepreneur by choice, and a wellness advocate. So, kasama pa rin natin, of course, ang kagalang-gangang na guest natin from Yakap PhilHealth. Siya po ang PhilHealth spokesperson. Siya po ay Senior Vice President for Health Finance Policy Sector. Kaya nung nabasa ko yung Policy Finance Sector, ay, pwede siya magdesisyon. And concurrent Senior Vice President ng Lead Head for Universal Healthcare Surge Team. So, UHC Surge Team, sila na yung gagawa ng mga paraan para mapaigtingan at mas maganda pa ang serbisyo ng PhilHealth. Lalo na meron na tayong yakap, yaman sa kalusugan.
Napapanahon MK na usapan dahil Love Month.
Yes.
Tawag nilang love agency na ang gobyerno natin. Kaya dapat lang naman nating tutukan at wag nating ignore kung ano man yung pag-uusapan namin dahil ito ay bet at itinataya ko ang ganda ng usapan ngayong araw na ito. Kaya mga kakumusta ka bagong Pilipinas, tutok lang dito sa Kumusta Ka Bagong Pilipinas dahil ang hatid namin ay good news at punong pagmamahal dahil sa yakap.
Banggitin naman ang pangalan ng ating guest.
Yes, and of course, ayan, the senior moment. Of course, presenting to you our special guest, no other than Dr. Israel Francis A. Pargas.
Magandang umaga po. Magandang umaga sa ating lahat, sa lahat ng taga-subaybay. And as it is, it's a love month, so happy Valentine.
Wow!
Batiin rin natin in advance. Sa February 14, happy 31st anniversary ng PhilHealth.
At guess what? Kung kailan yun, guess when? It's the date of the heart. It's February 14. Kaya kung wala kayong magawa, punta kayo doon, bumisita, makigulo, makisaya sa kanila dahil marami silang mga programa para sa ating mga kababayan.
Thank you very much, Dr. Pargas, for gracing again this program. I think it's a valuable contribution of PhilHealth to this discussion that you're able to speak for the agency.
It's
Yes.
actually it's our pleasure, and if kami yung dapat magpasalamat because you are actually helping us promote the programs of PhilHealth.
Ayan, so umpisahan natin. Parents who sacrifice everything but save nothing. Kasi ang pag-usapan natin, poverty, sacrifice, and aging parents. Is love enough? Mabubuhay ka ba sa puso lang?
I know.
Children who want to help, but rarely or barely surviving. Karamihan ganyan, di ba? Ang hirap ng buhay ngayon. So, where compassion ends, boundaries begin. So, ito yung maliliit at malalaking tanong. Is love enough when there's no money, Doc? Can sacrifice, ito yung question, yung sagot sa iyo. Can sacrifice excuse lack of preparation? Debatable yan. Sabi nila, seniors, when they were younger, they should have prepared. So, is refusing to help an abandonment or survival? That's the part of the children. So, who really failed? Is it the parent, the child, or the system? Talking about our government, right? So, this is not a love problem. This is a system plus conversation failure among the family. So when preparation is still not enough, that's where the state must help and step in. Buti andito yung ating yakap, yayakapin niya ang ating mga issues sa buhay, lalo na para sa mga senior citizens. So lahat ng mga viewers natin, pag mag-comment kayo, pag-ilagay anak o kayo ay senior, para malaman namin kung sino talaga yung nakikinig dito. Pero welcome kayong lahat. So yung 7 and 8 namin, panoorin ninyo kasi pinag-usapan namin ng family realities and the preparations of your parents. And doon sa episode 9, yung senior dignity, pinag-usapan natin yon kanina, di ba? So ito naman sa episode 10 na to, ay pag-usapan pa rin natin ang family reality and policy and government. What the government owes the aging seniors. All right. So, kompletong triangle pag-usapan natin. Yung state, anong magagawa, yung senior mismo, anong dapat gawin niya, at yung family. Alright? So, what should the government really be doing for aging citizens, including our OFWs? Kasi mga OFWs talaga natin, talagang nakikinig yan. So, kasi may family, they have family limits. Diba? May limitado rin sila sa time, sa pera, at sa panahon. And children cannot absorb systemic failure daw. So, if preparation reduces harm, but cannot replace policy daw. So, should the government compensate? Why? Kasi daw, sinabi ko kanina, it is us, seniors, Conrad, we brought the children into this country as good citizens, and majority perhaps great leaders now in our government, heroes, businessmen, engineers, doctors, nurses, economists, OFWs, and seafarers, teachers or educators, etc. Sa lahat ng mga ipagtrabaho. So, without them, walang human capital. So, parents produce the human capital that built the nation. So, supporting them that they are now older and are aging is a return of that investment. What can you say, Doc Ish?
Well, dun kanina sa statement earlier na when preparation is lacking,
Yes.
the government should step in. Tama naman yun, because the government has this responsibility and obligation to look after its citizenry. Pagdating po sa kalusugan, lalong-lalo na, ay responsibilidad ng Estado na panatilihin na meron tayong mga programa to support the health and wellness of our people. But it does not only concern the senior citizens.
Correct.
It concerns everyone. At ganun din po sa amin sa PhilHealth. It's a social health insurance. And so, it works under the principle of a social solidarity. So, kung saan ang mayayaman ay tumutulong sa mahihirap, ang malalakas ay tumutulong sa mahihina, ang walang sakit ay tumutulong sa mga may sakit, ang kabataan ay tumutulong sa nakatatanda. So kasama po yan sa prinsipyo natin for being a social health insurance, yun pong tinatawag na social solidarity, or mas maintindihan natin yung pong tinatawag na bayanihan principle. Kaya po, when we design naman the benefits of the National Health Insurance Program, it is for all. Merong focus priorities for life stages, but then and again, all our benefits are for all. Kasama at hindi naiiwan ang senior citizens. Kasi sabi nga po sa ating sa gobyerno, sa Pilipinas, walang dapat naiiwan. So, ganun din po sa amin sa PhilHealth.
Walang iwanan, ha? Kasi daw, yung support para sa senior citizens, at nasasabi ko na rin sa mga OFWs and seafarers, it's not welfare, it's daw an economic recognition. Kasi marami silang na-contribute.
Yes, yes. Tama naman.
Correct? So, ayan. Ano ba? So, PhilHealth, yung yakap.
Yes.
Sa, pakisabi uli, ano yung yakap?
Ang yakap po is Yaman para sa Kalusugan Program. It is actually our primary care benefit package at ito po ay para sa mga may sakit, para sila'y gumaling, at para sa mga walang sakit, para manatili silang walang sakit.
Mm-mm.
This is previously our Consulta program, but we rebranded it to a Yaka program to be more inclusive and of course for everyone, na kung saan, yun nga po, inaalagaan natin ang bawat isa para po manatili siyang malusog at well. So, yan na po ngayon yung ating bagong focus, no? We reprioritize and refocus our priorities from inpatient or confinement to preventive and primary care.
Correct.
So, kaya po, ang ating talagang focus ngayon pagdating sa PhilHealth is the YAKAP program.
So
Which is
hindi na
good, no?
pinapaabot no sa ospital.
Yes.
Bago pa man umabot sa critical, ito na yung preparation ng ating gobyerno na ma-heal ang isang mamamayan. And that is, bago ka pa man, kung meron ka nang nararamdaman, kung hindi pa naman ganong kalala, eto na, pumapasok na si PhilHealth
Yes.
at kumakatok na sa inyong pintuan
At
para
kahit
tumulong.
konting malala na, pwede ka pa rin pumunta sa mga centers.
Yes.
Para ipacheck kung gaano kalala at kung pwede pang isalba ka.
Oo,
Yes,
preventive na
Correct.
hindi mo na kailangang ma-ospital. Mga kababayan, hindi na kailangan ma-ospital, hindi na kailangan mag-stay ng 24 hours, hindi na kailangan lumala ang sakit ninyo dahil pwede na kayong tulungan ng PhilHealth sa early stage pa lang ng inyong pakiramdam na hindi maganda.
Pero Doc, how should we view YAKAP? Is it the core of last recourse or the first option?
Actually, it is now being messaged as the core of our benefits.
Awareness.
Oo. Kasi unang-una, kung ikaw ay talagang may sakit na economically and even sa pangangatawan natin, mas malaki yung epekto. Kung ikaw ay sa simula pa lamang ay nagagamot na, natitingnan na, naiiwasan yung pong tinatawag, meron kasi tayong tinatawag na yung mga dalis na tinatawag, yung pong naapektuhan yung ating pagiging productive because of the illness and the diseases. So, kung naiiwasan yon, mas nagiging productive ka as a person and as a citizen. That's why we are now refocusing again our priorities to YAKAP and expanding it to make sure that the earliest possible time, wala ka pang sakit or nagsisimula pa lang ang sakit, meron na po tayong benepisyo. Kaya nga po maganda rin yung YAKAP kasi the YAKAP is Yaman para sa Kalusugan program. So meron tayong mga YAKAP para sa nanay, meron tayong YAKAP para sa kay baby, at syempre meron tayong YAKAP para sa mga nakatatanda.
Lalo na sa nakakatanda.
Kasi merong mga benefits actually na para sa kanilang life stage. Ang iniiwasan natin is magkaroon ng benefit gap in any of the life stage. Kung kaya't meron tayong mga maternity care, meron tayong mga tinatawag na antenatal care, postnatal care para sa mga magulang or sa mga nagbubuntis. Meron tayong mga newborn care package, rare disease package, congenital diseases package para sa mga babies natin. And of course, para sa ating mga tatanda, yung lahat ng ating mga pagkakaroon ng cancer or catastrophic cases, even yung provision of maintenance drugs. Because alam naman natin, extremes of ages ang mas maraming nangangailangan yan. Kaya meron din po tayo mga ganun na programa.
Nice, ang dami pala, no?
Libre na yung mga vaccinations ngayon.
The vaccination actually, kung titingnan po natin,
Let's start with the infants or mga toddlers.
sa mga newborn care package po, we cover for the first dose of the Hepa B and the BCG.
Okay.
Tapos, the vaccination po actually is a program of the Department of Health. Because yun pong sa ating Universal Healthcare Act, na-delineate kung ano ang serbisyo ng Department of Health at saka ng PhilHealth. So population-based po ang sa DOH at sila magpupondo at magpoprograma nun. And vaccination is part of the population-based. Kung kaya't sila po ang may programa for the vaccination. But for some reason, meron din po kaming mga kino-cover na vaccines for individual-based katulad nga nung Hepa B katulad nung sa BCG, katulad po ng sa Animal Bite.
Yes.
Yes. So, kinukover din
Ano?
po natin siya para po naman doon sa mga pagkakasakit.
Kasi kasali pa rin yung preventive.
Yes,
eh,
yes.
diba?
Doc, when I hear you talk about yakap para sa kalusugan, I cannot help but think of the famous adage that health is wealth.
Yes.
It seems it's the reverse in the yakap program.
We are actually supporting the principle that health is wealth. Na sinisigurado natin that our people are healthy, that we have the kaagad-agad na treatment and any other diagnostics para sa may isang nagsisimulang pagkakasakit to keep them well and to maintain their wellness. Kasi nga alam natin and that kung ma-maintain natin yon, then they would be a more productive people or
Yes.
citizenry, which would redound to wealth because
More
that would be
progressive.
more yes, magkakaroon ng mas maraming earning, magkakaroon ng mas maraming productivity. Kaya po yun din yung ating sinusuportahan.
I'm following the progression of your talk that the change today is that not only are you looking after the sick people, but also the well
Those are
people.
well.
Where is the budget? Where is it skewed?
For example, in 2025, our benefit payout for inpatient is around 300 billion,
Billion.
which is an 86% increase from 2024, which is only around 170 plus billion because of our expansion of the benefits. Pero inpatient yon.
These are for sick people.
Yes, for sick people.
Mhm.
And then, we introduced the yakap. And we are actually paying billions of pesos already for this. But, yung effect po, kung nag-shift na ba, yung sick to well,
To
Yeah.
better.
siguro po in 5 years time pa natin makikita sa impact analysis niya. But we are hoping that if people are more aware of their primary care, mas maiiwasan or mas mapapababa natin yung mga nagtutuloy-tuloy sa talagang pagkakasakit at kinakailangan na maging ma-confine or ma-hospital. Now, for the budget, pareho lang naman siya. We have the inpatient because we recognize na talagang may nagkakasakit. But our focus priorities for the program is really the primary care right now. Actually, our primary care right now is really with the primary care doctors. But we are also looking into introducing specialist care. Kasi may mga nangangailangan din naman na specialista. And our dream really is making our YAKA program to have a comprehensive outpatient benefit. So, it should be disease agnostic. Walang ina-identify na sakit lang na sinusuportahan. Dapat ay malawak at komprehensibo na yung pangangailangan ng isang tao ay matutugunan pagdating sa isang yakap or outpatient benefit.
Kaya po ba ng mental wellness kasali dyan?
Ang mental wellness po, meron tayong separate benefit package. Meron tayong outpatient mental health benefit package na ito ay ginagawa sa ating mga accredited rural health centers or clinics. Tapos, meron din tayong inpatient benefit package for those na nangangailangan na ma-confine. Sa mga may problema sa mentalidad. But ang maganda nga ngayon, we introduced in 2024 our mental health benefit package. The other one is a general mental health package. And the other one is the specialist mental health package kung saan mas nangangailangan na ng mga specialista. But again, yan po ay makukuha na rin as an outpatient.
As an outpatient?
Yes.
So with all the accredited?
With all the accredited mental health package specific for that. Kasi doon po sa ating mental health package, medyo may mga pangangailangan na training. Kasi nga hindi po ito hospital-based, but
Correct.
rather centers, rural health centers. So meron po tayong training na kinakailangan para doon sa mga magtitingin. Kung kaya't ito po ay nag-accredit tayo ng mga specific clinics and centers na merong nag-undergo ng such training.
So para mga psychologists, pwede nang
Yes,
tumulong.
sa specialist po, psychologist,
Oo.
neurologist, psychiatrist.
Meron bang psychometrician?
Ang psychometrician kasi is more really on the
Exams.
employment, exam for
Ah,
employment. So doon po sila.
Kasi kaunti lang psychiatrist natin, Doc.
Yes po. Actually, yan ang isa sa, hindi naman problem, but a challenge for PhilHealth
Mm.
is yung pong access. Yung access kasi is not just on the facility, but also on the healthcare provider professionals. Katulad halimbawa, konti lang ang numbers ng psychiatrist, konti lang po ang
Geriatrician.
Oh, yeah.
Geriatrician.
or yung halimbawa po yung very yung specialized na field of medicine. Halimbawa po yung mga
Geriatrics, kulang.
pediatric neurologist or halimbawa po geriatrics, yung palliative specialist,
Oh, yeah,
palliative
mga
care
palliative.
specialist. So yun po yung challenge din sa amin kasi if we will make for example a benefit
Mm.
at nationwide yung application niya,
Mm.
kaya lang in an area na GIDA or yung pong geographically isolated or
Mhm.
disadvantaged
Mm-mm.
area or an island province
Mm.
na hindi naman available ang isang spesyalista. So sayang yung benepisyo kasi hindi nila magagamit doon. So may additional na pangangailangan yung mga nakatira doon para magamit yung benepisyo. They have to go to another place, either to Manila or in any metro city near them para lang po makakuha ng benepisyo
At
na yun.
trabaho na po ninyo yan, being sa UHC
Yes,
team na
correct.
checkin nyo, okay, dito yung isla na yan, anong pinakamalapit para
Yes.
mag-transfer. So doon kayo
Yes po.
magkukuha
We
ng
do the
center.
mapping of providers. Kung kaya meron na rin po tayo ngayong bagong ambulance package
Ayan.
para ko doon po sa
Doon
to
na
facilitate
mag-check
the transfers
Yes.
ng mga pasyente. And marami tayong mga bagong benepisyo. We have dental package.
Wow.
We have severe
galing.
malnutrition package.
Mm-mm.
We have optometric benefit package para
Mm.
doon sa mga nangangailangan ng salamin.
Mm-mm.
Dahil may problema. We have rehabilitation package na kung saan nagpo-provide tayo ng mga wheelchairs, canes, walkers, and all. We have improved most of our benefits. In 2024, we increased 30% across the board. In 2025, we increased 50% across the board. So halos nagdoble na po yung amount ng ating pakete at patuloy natin siyang ginagawa.
So saan po sila pupunta? Kunwari doon sa wheelchair at doon sa opisina nyo o saan pwede?
Doon po sa halimbawa, sa mag-undergo ng ating rehabilitation package, meron po tayo mga ina-accredit na facilities for the rehabilitation package. Katulad po nun, it's a Z-benefit package and normally the tertiary hospitals are required to have their rehabilitation service. Kaya lang, dahil meron po tayong benepisyo na kailangan mag-provide noong mga mobility services na yon, katulad ng mga wheelchair, canes.
Mm.
So meron tayong sariling accreditation specific for them.
Mm.
So meron po tayong mga specific contracted hospitals na nagbibigay ng ating rehabilitation package for adults.
Okay, another question, Doc. Kung mag-i-email ang isang senior or tatawag, so may mga hotlines ho ba kayo?
We have a 24/7
Okay.
hotline. You can call us at 028-662-2588. 028-662-2588. Yan po ay 24/7. Or you can email us at actioncenter@philhealth.gov.ph at yan po ay meron ding sasagot sa atin kahit po weekends.
So pwede nilang i-google yung Yakap PhilHealth at
Yes.
yun na yung mga contacts, so how to avail of their, kung paano nyo gustong tanungin, anong pwedeng itutulong ng Yakap po. Andun po sa Google.
Yes po, or they can actually visit our website at
Correct.
www.philhealth.gov.ph. Doon po sa mainframe, meron dong accredited facilities and pasukin nyo lang po yon, tapos hanapin nyo yung Yakap.
Mhm.
Or using the government's application, which is the
Mm-mm.
eGov app. Nakalink po kami doon.
How about the Facebook, Doc?
Yes, we also have our Facebook at PhilHealth. We have our Twitter, X.
Yeah.
X
Pero
na
yaka po
ngayon.
nakalagay o PhilHealth lang.
PhilHealth po.
Ah.
And then, yun po, pwede rin po doon natin makita.
And then we can message you there?
Yes.
Pwede ko bang isigit, Doc, while you're explaining how to avail of PhilHealth benefits? In my encounters with the seniors, they cannot understand the zero billing
Yes.
program.
Mm.
How does that work?
Okay. Actually, just to clarify, yung pong tinatawag ngayon na zero balance billing is a program of the Department of Health.
DOH.
At yan po ay para doon sa mga nao-ospital, kahit sino, ma-ospital sa DOH retained hospital at ma-admit sa ward or basic accommodation. Ma-affordan po sila ng tinatawag na zero balance billing na kung saan sa inyo pong bill, kakaltasin muna yung mga mandatory discounts like senior citizen, PWD, tapos kakaltasin ang PhilHealth, tapos kakaltasin ang HMO, at kung meron pang natitira sa billing, yun po yung i-charge to the Department of Health zero balance billing. Ang pinanggagalingan naman ng pondo nito ng zero balance billing ay yung tinatawag na MAIP or the zero balance billing funding. Pero ang PhilHealth po, meron ding programa, yun pong tinatawag na no balance billing. Na under the Universal Healthcare Act of 2019, tinawag na siyang no copay. Doon naman po sa no copay, it covers everyone, all hospitals accredited, 90% of the beds in all government hospitals ay ward accommodation, 10% of the beds of private hospitals are ward accommodation, at kung doon po kayo mapapa-confine or ma-hospital, no copay na po dapat or no balance billing na. So, it complements actually the zero balance billing of the DOH program.
Kahit gaano kataas yung bill, Doc?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yes. Basta po, kayo ay magpapa-admit sa ward or basic accommodation. So, yun nga pong sa DOH, although yung sa DOH is limited sa ngayon, sa DOH retained, but of course, they are looking into expanding it to cover
So sa
other
ward
hospitals.
2, Doc?
Ward and
ward.
basic
Pero kung
Emphasize
nasa
natin
private
yun.
hospital ka, Doc,
Yung private hospital po, by law, ay kailangan meron silang at least 10% of their beds are ward or basic. So covered din po yun ng ating programa for no copay. Pero hindi pa siya covered nung zero balance billing ng DOH.
Pero kung isolated talaga na private, no, na room,
Kung
ang
isolated
percentage
na
lang.
private room po, ang babayadan natin is kung ano yung ating pakete.
Discount lang.
Halimbawa po, katulad halimbawa ng na-admit ka for a pneumonia severe. Ang atin pong pakete doon is around 90,000. So yun po yung ikakaltas sa bill mo. So kung 100,000 ang bill mo, 90,000 kakaltasin as PhilHealth. Or kung senior citizen ka, tatanggalin mo na yung 20% and then dun sa matitira, kakaltasin yung PhilHealth, pwedeng wala nang kambabayadan. Kasi na-cover ng discount at saka ng PhilHealth.
Applicable din ba ito, Doc, sa outpatient?
Yes po. Sa outpatient naman kasi, meron tayong mga specific policies. Kasi alam naman natin, for outpatient po, wala namang siyang ward or private room.
Yes.
Normally, the outpatient is under the YACAP or ER, emergency room. So sa emergency room naman po, meron tayong mga amounts per services. So halimbawa, ginawan ka ng complete blood count, ginawan ka ng x-ray, may presyo po doon na mako-cover natin. May mga gamot na binigay sa'yo.
Kung ano, Doc,
May
cataract
pressure din.
operation,
Cataract operation is covered by PhilHealth. At in-increase po natin yan last year. Hindi na lang po siya yung regular cataract, but we also cover now the lenses. So hindi lang yung operation, but even the lenses, kino-cover na po natin,
Ilalagay.
either unifocal or even the multifocal. Umaabot na po ng more than 100,000 yung ating benefit sa cataract.
Wow.
very good.
So free dapat yun.
Kung pwede po siyang free, kung hindi na magcha-charge because normally yun pong cataract is done in a private setting.
Mm.
Kasi kung ma-admit ka, pwede kang pumili ng ward. So kung ward ka, libre ka. Pero kung pumili ka ng private room, pwede pong may extra charge yun.
Gaya ng St. Luke's, is it still apply? Meron silang sariling tawag doon, PhilHealth room.
Kung yung pong sa St. Luke's, kung yung pong PhilHealth room, it is considered a ward. So kung sa ward po sila, kung at considered ward po, dapat no copay na siya. Pero again, when you choose to be admitted to, for example, a suite room, you should be prepared in paying for those amenities na meron sa suite room.
Of course. Pero kunwari, emergency, ang pinakamalapit is St. Luke's.
Yes.
Tinakbo ka na doon, di ba? So, siyempre, PhilHealth lang insurance mo. So, and they cannot deny you, right?
Yes.
They should let you in.
Yes.
So, paano yan? Sa anong room mabibigay? Kasi may mga PhilHealth room na sila.
So,
So, what will
depende po,
happen?
depende po naman yan sa pasyente kung ano yung choice ng room nila.
Hindi.
Tapos yung
wala
pong-
siya sa kwan eh.
Ah,
Unconscious.
So, normally, sa ER muna yan.
Mm-mm.
Tapos, kung wala po siya, of course, I'm pretty sure meron naman siyang kasama that who will decide for him or her. Ang sinasabi po kasi is, kung emergency, you cannot refuse. Kailangang malapatan ng emergent treatment siya. Pero once the patient is stable at nakakapag-isip na siya at nakakapag-decide, he can actually choose if he will stay in the hospital or magpapatransfer sila kung halimbawa may problema sa financial.
Financial.
So meron pong gano'n naman na kaya po but tama ka doon, kung emergency siya, hindi pwedeng i-refuse.
Okay.
At saka minsan, hindi mo pa alam yung parents and wala pa isang family or anything na pagkakilanlan sa kanya. So they have to keep him until buhay
Yes.
siya. At
Yes.
saka wala siyang utang
I
doon.
think by law yun na you cannot
Refuse.
really refuse
Yes.
any patient regardless of meron siya o wala,
Yes.
and at the same time aware siya o wala. Dapat immediate talaga is to save the
Yes.
patient.
Yeah,
Correct.
I know. But what if in the cases na hindi siya conscious and it took time?
Well,
magiging utang ba niya yun?
Again, kung hindi naman po siya conscious, hindi naman siya ililipat.
Mm.
Yun pong decision na lumipat ka ng ibang hospital,
It's personal yun.
personal po yun. Pero
buhay
kung
ka.
ikaw, yes, if you can actually decide for yourself na, or your
Cognitive.
family.
Oo.
Pero kung ikaw is, again, unstable, hindi ka naman po pwedeng ilabas ng ospital.
So hindi dapat pwedeng
Yes,
gawin
hindi
yan.
po.
So, kasi may mga ganyan na after 3 months na lang siya, wala siyang utang.
Hindi rin naman po ganon. Kasi depende kung saan po siya,
lang.
depende po kasi kung saan siya nagpiling kwarto na mapasok.
Hindi, unconscious nga.
And-
I'm sure decision yun ng kwan.
And then the coverage perhaps, like for example,
Walang family
in
doc.
a certain illness, there is a budget, I think, for PhilHealth.
Yes po.
Liver cancer.
Halimbawa po, yes,
100,000.
correct. Katulad nga ng binanggit ko, kung pneumonia po siya, we will cover for the 90%, 90,000. So yun po yung ating ibibigay or ibabayad unless of course, nagpa-admit siya sa ward or basic accommodation.
Yun ang question ko is unconscious nga. Tapos nung conscious na siya, so siya
Bigla
ba
na siya,
magbabayad doon sa nagastos?
Yes,
Kasi wala naman siyang choice dinala lang siya doon eh. Aksidente, parang di ba unconscious, maraming mga ganyan.
sa ngayon po kasi, kung yung halimbawa ospital ay government or even private, sa ngayon kasi even the private, meron po silang other financing mechanism. Yung tinatawag na mga guarantee letters na pwedeng humingi. Pwedeng humingi ng tulong even sa DSWD or even sa, dun sa kung sino man nagbibigay ng guarantee letters, that will actually support the financing.
I am there, pero wala nang family. Hindi pa natin makontak kasi unconscious. Tapos nung mag-conscious na siya, ang question ko is, Will he pay for that? Eh, hindi naman niya choice na madala
Nung
siya doon.
nagising na siya.
Dinala lang siya
Sasal
doon.
ako. Bakit ako naririto?
Pero kung mga
Nagatang ba siya?
kung mga ganun po kasing kaso, ibig sabihin unstable pa siya. Kahit gising na siya, pero hindi niya naiintindihan
Oo.
kung kung nasan
Oo.
siya and all. Ibig sabihin unstable siya, hindi siya pwedeng palabasin,
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
ilipat, and patuloy pa rin na dapat ginagama siya ng
hindi ko
ospital.
choice na punta ako ng St. Louis. Siyempre, mahal doon. Nung paggising ko, will I pay for what they did na medical care for me while I was unconscious?
Well, I guess, pagdating po sa PhilHealth, we will pay for the benefit na parte ng PhilHealth, but I think there are other programs that will cover
Or the difference.
for the difference.
But I'm very happy, Doc, that
Siguro, DOH na lang.
these programs are in place.
Yes.
The concern that I have is that they may not be properly disseminated.
Correct.
Mm-mm.
Tama po. Actually, we accept, and it's really a challenge for us to inform the 120 million Filipinos. Kahit po paulit-ulit naming sabihin,
Mm-mm.
kahit paulit-ulit nakakarinde,
Mm-mm.
pero it seems na hanggat hindi natin siya na-experience,
Correct.
hindi natin talagang
Naiintindihan.
iniintindi
Oo.
siya. Until such time na nadudun tayo sa
Point.
kakailanganin na natin.
Oo.
So, yun lang po naman. But we are very thankful and grateful to all our media partners like you na natutulungan po tayo to disseminate the information.
Yung PhilHealth ba, meron siyang budget for disseminating
Yes,
this information?
yes. We even have our own corporate affairs group under
Mhm.
which we have corporate communications department, we have corporate marketing department, we even have a social health insurance academy, and we have even our social media unit. And yes, we have a budget for those.
Oh, Miss
Well, I
Armila,
hope-
probably we can
Oh,
start
pwede na pala
communicating.
siguro tayo
Yes.
mag-partners. Sponsor.
Well, we hope that our program will be a significant part of that campaign. It's because we also being in Kumusta Ka Bagong Pilipinas and Bagong Pilipinas Studio, this is a semi-government entity and it is ideal for us to be work in collaboration, hand in hand, linked together to promote these programs of PhilHealth.
Yes po. And we would welcome proposals.
Yeah.
Hey!
Katulad po kung makikita nyo, sorry, but kung makikita nyo sa ibang programa or sa ibang station,
Mm-mm.
merong mga government agencies
Yes,
na
they
merong
have.
programs. So,
Like RJ
Yeah.
before.
Yeah,
diba?
ganun din
Pag-ibig.
po. Yes.
Yeah.
That's,
Apo.
good,
So-
that's the best juice today.
Ang question ko is, how can we better accommodate yung waiting time ng mga seniors? Pwede bang pagsabihan na, lalo na pag may ailments ang senior, na pwede bang appointment na yung, hindi yung first come, first serve?
Yes po. Actually, pagdating sa PhilHealth, sinusunod po natin yung government directive na meron silang special lane. Yun pong mga senior citizens, PWDs. So yan po ay may special lane sa PhilHealth. And second is, yes, yun pong by appointment. We are actually considering that also. And other than that is we're also looking into expanding all the access. So, katulad po nun, yung ating mga accredited clinics, for example, hindi po yun sapat para sa tingin namin,
Mm-mm.
but rather dapat
you're
kailangan
expanding
madagdagan pa para po mas maraming pwedeng puntahan or access points. Not only naman yung ating mga senior citizens or PWDs, but even all our members na yun nga po, ang kinikater natin is lahat ng Pilipino.
Oh, I like the idea kasi when you expand, maraming mga private hospitals and clinics eh. Yung mga mini hospitals
Yes.
run by private persons. So yun ang mga dapat kunin nyo na, okay, government, we can add up to you and make pay. Just make sure, Doc, bayad daw. Kung saan matagal magbayad ang PhilHealth.
Opo, actually it has been an issue. But just to clarify also, by rules, we should process payment within 60 days. In the last years po, especially last year, we are able to pay our providers for, on the average, 23 days.
Wow.
And through the leadership of our president, Dr. Mercado, and of course our chair, Secretary Ted Herbosa,
Mm-mm.
we have plans to reduce it to 7 days.
Wow.
That's quick.
Oh, magpa-accredit na kayo.
Opo, yes.
Mag-credit na kayo mga private centers,
Yes,
clinics, and all that.
opo. So,
Pero,
kayang gawin because again, of the help of the technology.
Doc,
Yeah.
can they put in the system also to remind these centers na kung mas malala yung senior at mas matanda na, kasi minsan, marami ring seniors, ang dami. So, pang 100 ka, for example, yung hindi ka na talaga makahinga, siguro naman, i-assess muna nila, lalabas, sige, unahin na lang natin, seniors naman kayo, according, kasi minsan, yung mga sa labas, wala naman silang pakialam.
Tama po kayo.
Somebody should come out.
Kung hospital po yan, ang pagtingin po natin, other of course, considering kung PWD ka or senior citizen,
Priority.
is on the dependency sa signs and symptoms na pinapakita nyo. Although lahat ng pumupunta sa emergency room, ang pakiramdam nila ay emergency yung kanilang nararamdaman. Ayan naman po ay nakikita because there is always triaging
Oo.
in the hospital. Meron agad magtitingin sa inyo at ika-classify nila kayo. O kailangan makita ka agad, kailangan kang dito pumunta. Ikaw naman pwede kang sa OPD lang. So meron naman pong ganong proseso in a hospital.
Good. So,
We triage
recommendation ko
them.
sana, Doc, yung pag senior sila, pupunta sila, kunwari, NCMH. So, normally daw, ang pinakamarami is 60 to 65 na seniors lahat. So, maganda na yun. Kasi dati, Doc, naku, pang 305 ako.
Grabe.
Yung kapatid ko, 305
That
senior.
is in one day.
And that is just to
One day. Just for
check up
check
daw.
Oh my God, that's huge.
And then for the medicine, to line up for the medicine, number 405, mga ganun. So sabi na, punta kayo na maaga. Pupunta ka na maaga, andun na rin sila lahat.
Nag-isang isip
lahat
kayo eh.
pupunta
no?
naman na maaga.
The worst is, if you are young, that's fine. Pero kung senior, magdadala sa senior, yung parang it's a little bit uncomfortable. That's why minsan, yung mga naghahatid sa amin, sabi na lang, ako na magbayad, huwag ka nang luminya.
Siguro,
Ano pwedeng gawin?
meron din sigurong kailangang change of behavior,
Mhm.
health-seeking behavior. Because there are other hospitals that provide mental health treatment.
Gaya
But-
na.
Kaya lang, katulad po ng ibang government like the East Avenue, meron silang mga ganyan,
Mhm.
mga outpatient. Kaya lang siguro, because it's a National Center for Mental Health,
Mm.
you prefer to go there. Or halimbawa, wag na lang yung NCMH, PGH.
But you cannot let somebody be admitted na walang kasama. And
Yes,
that's one
yes,
thing
of course.
But that's good. NCMH now doesn't do that. You know? So, you bring in somebody, your relative, hindi na gaya noon na you have to stay there 7 days. You have to provide someone to stay there where everybody, together with the ones who have mental problem,
So, with all these programs that
vigilance
are...
does that. So, ayaw namin pumunta doon. Kasi babantayan namin yung 7 days at wala silang admission ng matagal. So, unlike NCMH, still the best talaga.
Yes po. Normally, kung chronic siya and would require a long period of treatment and confinement, it's really referred to the National Center for Mental Health. So talaga pong ganun. Because there are hospitals that would actually need the bed for other illnesses. But since there is a center
Mm-mm.
for mental health na designed siya even for chronic
Mm-mm.
or long stay
Yes.
period of confinement, talaga pong inire-refer siya doon.
Doon lang, no?
Yes.
Wala nang lugar eh.
Kasi isa lang yung ating,
Yung mga
sa ngayon, isa lang
Laguna,
kasi siya.
Batangas, wala. Do they have in Cebu? Similar to NCMH?
None.
Wala. Walang libre sa Central Luzon. Wala rin
So
sa
this
Ilocos
is just a
region.
limited service for PhilHealth muna for the meantime.
Hindi naman po. Because again, there are hospitals, even private, that provide mental health services.
May bayad lang.
Okay.
Yun nga lang po, may bayad.
Yun lang, yun yung
But
stigma na
Doon sa
mahal,
government
Doc.
po, limited sa mga DOH hospitals, yung merong mental health. And it's also, of course, the NCMH is the national center
Mm-mm.
for mental health. So
The
you
one and only.
yes, so you would prefer to be admitted there. Just
Mm-mm.
like NKTI. The NKTI is the National Reference Hospital for Kidney
Kidney.
Diseases.
Mhm.
That's
Yes.
why everyone would want to go there.
Oh yeah.
But there are other hospitals who can actually provide the
Mm-mm.
treatment. But, you know, there's a preference.
And
There's a
it's the
preference.
mindset also
Pero I
na
can tell the people na kung kidney, pwede na ng ibang kidney. Kayong mental health, isa lang National Mental Hospital natin. Paki-o sa President or Senado, Congressman, sali nyo yung budget, gawa pa tayo ng isa pa, dalawa pang national mental health.
Why
Center.
what are you suggesting that we have more and more sick people mentally?
No, pero yung
this has
linya,
been embraced.
don't you know that I
already.
line up there before 18 hours?
Mhm.
Sa emergency kasi private, paying and non-paying, sabay-sabay kami doon.
Pero siguro po, isa sa makakatulong din is, again, yung binabanggit ko kanina, right now, we have a mental health package for outpatient. So, meron po siyang general mental health package, meron siyang specialist mental health package, and these are being provided in accredited clinics. Na yun pong mga nagpo-provide ng service for the mental health are trained people ng Department of Health.
Mm.
Yung po tinatawag na MH-GAP or Mental Health Gap training. So we don't accredit or we will not accredit a facility for a mental health kung walang trained personnel or yung clinic na yon. So I think tama ka rin naman, that providing more access points ay makakatulong para how do you call it?
Maibisan yung traffic.
Yun. Mabawasan yung congestion ng mga
Queue.
pasyente sa isang
Oo.
lugar lang.
Kasi nga, the different provinces go there, flock there. Kita mo mga ambulances nila. Tapos minsan hindi pa enough ang parking kasi 50 ambulances ang ilalagay. Pero maganda na ngayon.
Well,
Yes.
maganda na
Yes, NCMH, galing ako doon 2 days ago. Ang ganda ng ER nila, yung bagong ER nila, malinis, pati
No,
toilet.
You have to
Tapos-
qualify, okay, why you're going there, ha?
Not me, Sabi ko,
May
yung,
sinasamahan
meron
lang kayo.
tayong kamag-anak na, my brother actually, PWD siya, so bipolar, depressive. So, pero maganda kasi yung mga acute dun sa ER
ER
na bago.
na, yes.
Tapos yung mga ipapasok na, parang, sige, doon ka na. Hindi dati na lahat.
Sama-sama sa isang lugar.
Nag-aantay lahat.
Correct.
And then, you have to sleep in your car or sleep in the kwan. Kasi I used to wait up to 18 hours. Yun
Oh,
ang maximum
gosh.
ko so far. Swerte ka na 10 hours.
Grabe.
The last time is, okay, 5 hours na lang.
Oh, that's good. Congratulations.
And ang ganda. Nakalinya na. And parang mas hindi napapagod yung mga magpapa-check up kasi nakaantay na sila doon. Merong seat.
Yeah. And we hope there's
upuan,
more
comfortable,
there's more
electric fan.
establishments who will cater that for our
Sana.
patients.
Mental health.
Sana,
patients.
di ba? Sana meron sa Central Luzon para hindi na pupunta yung mga taga Central
Mm.
Luzon at Ilocos sa NCMH. Sana meron sa Visayas, Doc. Sa Cebu, yan, mga center. Sa
Okay.
Davao.
Dapat sana may accredited na lang no na center or kaya naman establishment wherein they do collaboration so that the closer reach for those patients with mental
Ayan, pwede
problems.
mag-collaborate, Doc.
Sa amin naman po kasi, as long as you are accredited facility ng PhilHealth,
So,
like
meron tayo.
hospital, yes. Kung halimbawa, hospital ka, accredited ka sa hospital, even yung mental health, kung meron silang service na yun, kasama po yun. Kaya nga, ang sinasabi ko lang is, siguro, baka kailangan din ng change in the health-seeking behavior, tingnan
Correct.
or maghanap ng ibang
Mm-mm.
pasilidad na nag-offer ng the same service.
Okay.
Because meron naman.
Oh,
marami
meron
naman.
Confinement ba? Long confinement?
Yun lang po. Yun sa long confinement relief,
Wala.
it's the NCMH na talagang nagbibigay ng ganun. Kasi that's being subsidized
At
by the
do you
government.
know, I just want this kasi ang dami talagang pasyente ng NCMH. So, Doc, yung daughter ko, si Zoe, sabi niya, marami talagang nawawala ng bait. So, sabi niya, we have to, 10 minutes na lang. So, to make it faster, sana talaga meron tayo for long confinement. Kahit Kasi meron naman mga facilities
Yeah, actually maraming
private, di ba?
halfway houses.
Hindi isama na rin
Yes.
niya parang accredited. Magpili-pili tayo ng mga...
NCMH is an accredited facility of
Hmm.
PhilHealth.
Yeah.
With all these programs, Doc, to be poor is the reason why you should not be attended medically.
Yeah.
Correct. And actually, even sa batas natin, it's equal for everyone, but there is preferential treatment.
Some are more equal than others lang.
Well, yes po. Because there is a preferential treatment. Halimbawa nga, in the paying of contributions na lang. If you don't have the capacity to pay, it's the government who will pay. If you choose to be admitted in a ward accommodation, so zero balance billing ka or no copay. So yung may mga ganun lang na, but responsible ka pa rin for the decision. But katulad po nun, yung all the benefits are naman the same for everyone.
Yeah. But going back to the big picture, Doc, my thesis is that to be able to build a well nation, you should have a healthy population.
Correct.
And this vision is addressed to DOH, to PhilHealth, and other agencies of government. For the sick people, there is no problem. My concern is for the well people, how much money is being devoted for their benefits, and how do you measure the progress, whether it's this year, next year, or 5 years from now? How do you measure progress to address the issue of this program of poverty, aging population, and the like?
Well, for example, in our primary care, that will actually include the well and the sick. I think our budget for 2026 is more than around 50 billion to cover for those. But of course, kung kukulangin siya, we can provide supplemental budget for that.
Basta wag ililipat yung budget.
Well, yes. No comment on that. But yes, we have naman approved budget for such. Meron din tayong mga naka-line up na benefits to be included. Katulad na nabanggit ko, yung expansion ng
Yes.
gamot to everyone. So that would require a lot of money. Kasi more people will be provided with the benefits. Tapos yung nabanggit ko that we are looking on the expansion of from primary care to include specialist care and all. So meron naman tayong nakaalat na budget for those. At ang ating hinohope actually is again, a change in health-seeking behavior, which is also being espoused in the universal healthcare, na dapat yung ating pagtingin is not specialist kaagad, but we go from generalist or primary care, tapos saka kung kailangan pumunta ng specialista,
Saka
saka,
ka lang iba.
kasi ngayon tayo, sumakit lang ang tiyan, gastroenterologist na
Correct.
agad. Sumakit ang ulo, neurologist na kaagad.
Yeah.
So yun din naman ang ating isa sa gustong mabago or a reform under the universal healthcare.
I like it
Okay.
because sa Makati, I avail of it, yung mga labs namin. So, tama ka, pasakit sa puso, gusto ko cardio. Ay, hindi.
Yes.
Grabe.
Family medicine doctor ka muna.
Yes,
Siya
correct.
yung mag-a-assess kung talaga kailangan mo ng specialista.
Yes.
Okay.
O baka kulang ka lang sa pag-ibig.
That
Anyway.
is actually how the UHC is designed.
Okay.
Under a healthcare provider network, na yung patient navigation starts with the primary care, then level 1, level 2, level 3,
Yes.
and then the apex or
Specialist.
referral hospital.
Doc Ish, given the limited time that we have, invite our viewers and at the same time emphasize how PhilHealth would be able to ease the pain and the problem that has been created or the stigma na mahal magkasakit at nakakatakot magpa-ospital.
Well, simulan po natin sa simula, primary care. So we call it our YAKAP program. At lahat po, naaayon sa batas, na dapat ang lahat ng Pilipino ay nakarehistro sa isang primary care clinic or YAKAP clinic. So I invite and encourage everyone to register para po makuha ninyo yung lahat ng benepisyo na ibinibigay ng YAKAP program. Libreng check-up, libreng laboratorio, 13, libreng gamot, 75, and meron tayong free screening for the Stop for Cancer right now. And soon we will expand it pa po. So kung kayo po ay nakakakuha ng mga ganitong libreng serbisyo, hindi lamang po kayo gagaling, but also marami po at malaki ang inyong matitipid sa inyong gastusin. Yun na lang pong maintenance drugs. Kung makukuha nyo ito ng libre, ay malaki pong kabawasan sa inyong gastusin. So, para po sa mga dagdag na kaalaman, again, you can call our 24/7 hotline at 028-662-2588. Email us at actioncenter@philhealth.gov.ph or visit our website at www.philhealth.gov.ph or tumawag po kayo dito sa Radyo Pilipinas at siguradong makakarating po sa amin.
Yeah, you can PM us and message us and we'll send yung questions inyo. Pero before we end up, so paano ba gagawin yung pag nire-reject ng mga accredited nyo ang isang Yakap or PhilHealth user?
Opo, unang-una, pwede po kayong magsumbong sa amin. Doon po sa nabanggit natin na hotline or even through email. Especially so, kung yung pong pinuntahan nyo is accredited namin. Because doon po sa accreditation, meron po yung mga pinipermahan na performance commitment.
Oh.
At kasama sa performance commitment na dapat lahat ng serbisyo ay binibigay. Walang benepisyo na hindi dapat maibigay. So, inyo po siyang sabihan sa amin, although we monitor, but we cannot monitor every day the 4,099 clinics for the Yakap. Ipaalam nyo po sa amin para mabigyan natin ng karampatang aksyon. Actually, we can suspend the accreditation and the participation of those who are not actually providing the services.
Hindi lang yon, yung may babayaran ka pa.
Oh, yeah.
May tip. Joke. Minsan. Di ba? So, wala dapat bayad. Doon
Yes
sa...
po. Kapag ka po yung serbisyo na ibibigay sa inyo is covered ng Yakap program,
Yes.
dapat walang babayadan. Except for, gusto ko lang i-clarify,
Okay.
except kung private clinics to.
Yes.
Sa private clinic kasi, merong one time na 900 co-payment for primary care. Pero yun lang yung babayadan ninyo. Wala kayong dapat bayadan na co-pay for laboratories na covered ng program or gamot na covered ng program. It's only one time 900. So yun lang po in private Yakap clinics.
Yeah. Okay. Last na. 1 minute, 2 minutes. Kung if you would be talking to a 70-year-old senior or an OFW mom working abroad in one sentence, what should they realistically expect and what should they not expect from Yakap PhilHealth?
Huwag na po kayong matatakot magpa-check up, magpakonsulta at magpagamot. Nandyan po yung Yakap para po matulungan kayo at ang inyong pamilya.
Rina.
Nice.
Rina.
At huwag niyong kalimutan mga kababayan to message Action Center at philhealth.gov.ph and their trunk line should be 02-8662-2588. And again, this discussion aims to clarify how Yakap PhilHealth works in real life, especially for seniors and OFW families, and how to assert and your rights as a member. And again, we remind you, mga kababayan, na nandito ang ating gobyerno, nandito ang PhilHealth para yakapin kayo sa kahit anumang emergency at anything that is health condition na problema ninyo. At muli, DJ Rina po, bumabati ng magandang araw at happy anniversary sa 14th anniversary. Ay, ano ba? Tama ba?
31.
31st anniversary ng PhilHealth sa February 14.
14.
Ayan, makiselebrate tayo at don't forget to follow us sa Kumusta Ka Bagong Pilipinas. DJ Rina, saying good day.
Thank you very much, Dr. Is
My
Vargas,
pleasure.
for gracing again this program. But after everything has been said and done, my message to my fellow seniors is that please take good care of yourselves. Don't get sick. Even though PhilHealth is always there, you are the best to take good care of yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. And pag may naramdaman ka agad, punta tayo sa Yakap Centers. Diba? Kasi Minsan, pag matanda ka na, marami ka nang nararamdaman. Pumunta ka na doon. Like me, I did not go for 2 years examination. Andun na, nakita ko na may stones, may ganito, may ganyan na.
But
So-
if they don't attend to you, I'm here available to make yakap. Everyone.
I love that.
Babatiin natin si Doc muna bago tayo
Ano?
mag-final message. Kung meron siyang mga
babatiin
babatiin.
niyo.
Well, gusto ko lang pong batiin ang lahat ng taga PhilHealth.
Wow.
Lalong-lalo na ang ating presidente, si Dr. Edwin Mercado, na nag-birthday noong February 2 or February 1 pala po.
Everyone.
And of course, our chairperson of the board, Dr. Secretary Ted Herbosa.
And the UHC Surge Team, andito yung team ni Doc Ish. Hello, si Glory.
Hello, ladies.
Vicky, and isa pa, Elsie?
Casey. And to the
Ayan.
lady in front,
Hindi, parang bagong
Jade.
Pilipinas yun. Si Jane. Anyway, so, ayan po, ito po ay programa ng ating gobyerno. So, nag-guest ang ating Yakap Senior Vice Presidents in charge ng UHC Surge Team, Universal Health Care Program. So, andito siya ngayon para lang i-explain sa atin kung ano talaga ang Yakap PhilHearts. Yan, alam na natin. Preventive siya. Ha? Pwede na kayong libre ang labs, especially for seniors and OFWs and all Filipinos. And we did this program to assert your rights as a member of PhilHealth. Thank you, Philippines. This is your host, Marlene Craig. And please don't forget to subscribe and follow us on our Facebook, Kamusta Ka Bagong Pilipinas.
thank
Bye-bye
you.
for now.
See you.
Kamusta